By the show of hands, how many people really knew Tommie Allen? So, just a little brief story real quick. I started a radio show back in probably 1987. Actually, it was July 31st, 1987, on Medgar Evers College Radio. And it was called the 91.5 Master Mix All-Star Friday Night Dance Party. And one of the featured DJs, alongside DJs like DJ Ace, the crowd motivator, and DJ Javier of Class Action Productions back in the day that did all the big ski trips, was a DJ by the name of Tommie Allen. I don't know if some of y'all know, but Tommie is from Brooklyn. That's why it made sense to do it in Brooklyn Borough Hall. And it was no hesitation in making this phone call, to Borough President Eric Adams, who I anticipate will be here shortly. But I don't want you guys waiting around too long, because I know people got to go to work tomorrow. But for Tommie, I think we can hang a little. So Eric got on the phone and I talked and I said, Eric, we got to do something. We got to do it quick and what have you, because first and foremost, this is what Tommie would have done. Tommie's about the music. The one thing I can say about him, and knowing him since 1987, was that Tommie, I've never seen him get upset. I've never seen him call anybody out their name. I've never seen him get caught up in the stupidity and the jealousy of all that stuff that goes on in the industry. Tommie was one of those humble guys that was about the music. And you heard it in the music that he played. You know what I'm saying? So we had to do this. But, there's a couple of DJs in the building. I want to ask them to come forward. DJ Bruce, T-Groove, the Disco Twins. I need y'all to come up here and stand with me right now. I want to ask, hopefully, I don't want to play politics, but hopefully our next future Borough President, Mr. Robert Cornegie, to step up here with us. And I want them to share a few words, and then you're going to open up the mic and let y'all share some words and what have you, because some of y'all have relationships. And it's crazy to find out, and I said it this morning on my live, you got to be cognizant of your health. You got to understand the dynamics of what's going on and what's in the food and all this stuff, or whatever the case may be. Just before we got word about Tommie, two of my brothers, one of them is here. Two of my brothers, one suffered a heart attack, the other one had an issue with his kidneys. He went and got checked out. Doctor said, you know what? I'm going to give you your results tomorrow on your blood work. This is the day after we took my other brother to the hospital. He gets to the hospital the next day. He's standing there. I got to leave, y'all, because my doctor told me to go to emergency. Something wrong with my kidney. Got to watch what we doing out here, y'all. What we eating, what we drinking, what you smoking. This stuff is not designed to be healthy for you. It's designed for people to make a profit. With that being said, first I want to let our council member, Robert Cornegie, step up.
Good evening. So sometimes at these vigils, they can be really solemn. And when I pulled in the parking lot today, I heard the music from outside and I knew I was in the right place. So Tommie's one of them people that intersected a lot of different things. So I'm not here as a council member, I'm here as somebody who played ball with and against him as a young man. So a lot of people don't know he was a ball player first and foremost. And like when you're a ball player, you're always a ball player, no matter what you wind up doing. So from that culture, I'm hurting because a lot of young people don't know the real true history of New York City basketball. And so when I heard, I was in shock like everybody else, because all of us as black men think that we are immortal and think that the things that plague everybody else won't affect us. So you get to look straight at your mortality when people who you idolized and who, because he's a little bit ahead of me, that you wanted to grow up to be like, are no longer here. And you understand that, like was said earlier, how important it is to look at what we eat, what we drink, how we behave. All of that stuff and lifestyles sometimes catch up with you. So I'm not here to mourn Tommie's life. I'm here to celebrate his life. So everybody who's here to celebrate with me, make some noise.
Yeah, Tommie coached at Canarsie High School for a lot of years, worked there as well. Had a lot of students who loved him, dearly. And he also went over to Eagle Academy and did a lot of work in Harlem, and for the most part, one of his students, we'll let her speak too, because, you know, if matter of fact, come on up here, young lady, because that's what Tommie was about. He was about the young people. That's what he did. He was a DJ. He was a DJ, but he was about his young people, so I'll let you say a few words.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
I know him as Coach Allen. I didn't play ball, but you know the guys play ball, so you follow the guys. And a lot of them is hurting right now. I text a few of them today, they can't believe it, Coach. I have friends that, like, you know, beside a coach, he was like a mentor. Like Natalie, like, yo, my first job, you know, he lead me to get my first job. He showed us things, talked to us, mentor us, and that's the kind of person he was. And we're gonna miss him dearly. My name is Iquinda Cericia. I'm also a correction officer. So he guided us in different paths and always, you know, spoke to us to lead us the right way.
Man. So I want us to also have DJ Lance in our prayers. And when Lance is not as well as he could be too, and has some health challenges and what have you, but you know, let's pray for him as well. Because the last thing we need to do is lose another one of our icons, and that's what they are. If you've actually played the amount of parties and events and activities and whatnot that they played in, and mind you, they didn't get paid for everyone that they played. They gave of themselves. And that's the most thing that we should appreciate first and foremost, is that we had folks that really cared about who they were involved with. So with that being said, DJ, come here, man. DJ Bruce and Tommie, we just talked not too long ago, and I don't know if you guys know it, and maybe, you know, Bruce can fill us in too. Tommie just played Saturday night.
Friday.
Was it Friday or Saturday? It was Friday night. It was Friday night, backstage. Only to have this happen on Sunday. It will not. Come on, Bruce.
Hello, how y'all doing today? Let's give God some thanks and praise. And Tommie was a basketball player and a DJ, as y'all know. But I just want to say, Tommie had a jump shot that some of y'all don't know. I guess I know you know. And we're gonna talk about the DJ life, but Tommie can play some basketball. Tommie used to hit a backboard shot. He could be anywhere on the court and hit a backboard shot. And I used to play defense against him. He used to be like, if you don't get to me before it's released, boy, you done. You done. And he used to talk to you, but never in a uptone voice, just level. He was just a level person, all right? And I'm sure all of y'all knew that. You know, some of y'all that came out to the parties and talked to him, just level, very level. And when I got the word, I was playing basketball at BRC on Sunday in the 50 and over. I had a game at 2:30. I came back, looked at my phone when I got dressed. My phone was lit up like it was on fire, all red numbers, missed calls. And honestly, I didn't believe it. You know, so I had to make a couple of phone calls, and I did, and it was true. But as everybody else said, just take care of yourself and keep God in your life. And we'll be all right till we all meet again, and we'll see Tommie again. All right, so let's just keep moving forward and get it family love. And pray for that family. All right, thank you.
You know, first, if in order to know where you're going, you gotta know where you come from. And we got one of those people that actually led the way and is an icon in our community throughout this city. They don't need a real introduction and what have you, because just by saying the name, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you who understand what the party scene was all about, being out when the music hit the streets. You have people like Master D and Jeffrey D and folks like that. Well, I just want to bring forward the Disco Twins.
Yes, I'm one half, and I'm representing for my brother. I came here to pay homage to Tommie Allen. I didn't know him very long, maybe about 5 years, and he was a very humble individual to my brother and I. Anything I asked for, he gave it up. I said, I need this record that you playing. Yo, give me your email. Gave it to him. But recently, we was working on a song with Iniquity and Boogie Black and somebody else I was doing for him just this week. So when I got the news, I was very sad. So anything I can do to help the situation, we there. And we were supposed to do a boat ride this summer, but he couldn't do it. He was booked, so we had to get Chris Love and DJ Ace, me and Lance. So I'm dedicating this party June 27th to Tommie Allen. Thank you.
You heard those names? DJ Lance, DJ Ace. Those are the real party DJs. The folks you see standing up here are the party DJs. Everything else is just duplicative of what they created and helped to establish. Let me bring forward my brother DJ T Groove.
Good evening, good evening. Wow. I just had Brother Tommie Allen play with me a week ago at Bedford Manor over in Brooklyn. And actually me and Bruce had him twice. We had him on a Sunday party with house music at a place called Canams on Atlantic in Vanderbilt. And you know, I told him before he came down, I said, you sure you good to come and play? He said, no, the doctor told me I got a clean bill, I'm good. You know, but he came and he represented. He played his music and the people loved it. And then he came back to play that following Friday and he was a little weak and he couldn't even really finish his set. But Tommie Allen was one of those guys that was just genuine, humble. People loved him. You know, he was all about the community, especially the kids. He loved the kids. He talked about the kids and his coaching and basketball and what he did for the community. And I know all the DJs in Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Coney Island, all the boroughs, we're gonna miss him. Because he set the bar real high. He set the bar real high. But good brother, and may God bless him. May God open up his kingdom and allow him to rest in peace. So we're gonna miss you, and we love you, Tommie Allen. We love you. Peace.
This is not indicative of the love and support he got right here. This is just a portion thereof. I can almost assure you, you ain't gonna be able to get in the funeral. His frat brothers haven't gotten involved. I don't know if you know, Tommie is a Phi A, yeah? Member of Alpha Phi Alpha. And I'm like, let me just bring forward DJ Sir Scratch.
How y'all doing? I'm here not only on my own behalf, but I'm here on behalf of two of Tommie's students. Just to let you know, there's a DJ named DJ King. Anybody that might be in the circuit, motorcycles, truck clubs, car clubs, DJ King is that #1 DJ. DJ Chris, the party general, they both came up under Tommie. Neither one of them could make it tonight, but they wanted me to make sure that y'all knew Tommie's legacy and music lives through them. He taught them, and they're out here really, really doing it. So on behalf of DJ Chris, DJ King, myself, DJ Sir Scratch, Tommie Allen, rest in peace forever.
This brother, man, I don't know what I can say that basically describes the type of brother he is in our community. You know, everybody knows I'm not that political guy. You know, I beat up on politicians. But there's the two of them over here I don't mess with at all. But I want to say this about him. He's never said, no, Tony, I don't want to be involved. I don't want any parts of anything. When I picked up the phone and called and said, Eric, let's do this, our borough president was Johnny on the spot to make it happen. Help me to welcome our borough president, Eric Adams.
Thank you. And I don't believe there's more of a fitting place to do one of many layers to play tribute to just an amazing brother. And, you know, we're not here forever. That is not part of the contract of life. That immortality is not something that's given to us. It's about the mortality of life. And this brother just really personified that as he moved through the business, he was not about sitting and letting the storms pass by. He just learned how to dance in the rain. And he just understood life in the real way. Many people could live to be 102 and just exist. This brother lived, and his music will go on forever. And those of you who are DJs who are here to show your respect, that says a lot. And when Tony called me last night and said, can we, open Borough Hall to host this event for Tommie, I said without a doubt. And I want to thank you, Tony, for just getting on the top of it. And it's just a series of events. I don't know how we're going to do it, DJ, but somehow we need a flag that we're going to hang on top of Borough Hall for the week to acknowledge the life of Tommie Allen. I don't know how we're going to do it. Let's just figure it out. Let's just make it happen. And we should do something in the next couple of days where we can bring some young people in here, listen to his music, and just have next to his jersey or signature, have Kobe's jersey also hanging right up here, right on this banister. Listen, we got to use this spot up while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? We have to make sure that folks know how many years have we walked past this building and didn't realize that we could allow it to signify the things that are important to us. And that has changed so often, and I think nothing could be more powerful than allowing him to be here and just show our appreciation. So again, thank you for coming out and just showing your love for Tommie Allen, DJ Tommie Allen. Beautiful brother, good life, continue to prosper.
That's my next mayor. I'm just gonna keep it real. I thought I just saw Trina Sunshine walk in. Trina, where you at? Trina's one of the top female promoters in the city, and I know you have some words you want to say about Tommie.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. This is a great night. We're celebrating the life of a legend. Okay, he was a legend while he was alive, and he's going to continue to be a legend. Forever, DJ Tommie Allen.
I think she went to the Russell Simmons School of Speaking. Eric said we can hang out for another 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna put some more music back on for you guys. I got all of Tommie's mixes going back to 1985. I got the collection. Oh, I'll let Eric do it. I'll let Eric do it.
Dim the lights, DJ.
So we're gonna dim the lights. And let me just say this about the staff here at Borough Hall. Please give it up for them. They were awesome. I mean, walked in here and they just made everything happen. Eric, your staff is awesome, bro.
For bringing us all together.